CFA Level 2, November 2024 candidates. I know you got your results last week, and if you're wondering what your next steps should be in case you passed or in case you failed, when should you give your next attempt or should you leave CFA altogether, then this video is specifically for you. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. Today's video is specifically for my CFA Level 2 November 2024 candidates, the people who got their results last week and are now wondering what should we do next. Well, we're finally gonna answer this question in this video, so let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then join the community by subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Okay, so people who passed last week, we're gonna talk about you first, and we're definitely also gonna go to the people who failed, so do not worry. For the people who passed, first of all, congratulations. It is such a big moment, I cannot even tell you. People count CFA level 2 as one of the most difficult levels in the CFA journey. In fact, a lot of people say कि CFA level 2 कर लिया, बहुत कर लिया. So in case you've passed it, you've really achieved something big, and I hope that you're feeling that joy, cherishing every minute, every bit of it. Now, CFA level 2 ke baad, there are many people who have questions like, should we take a break and then give CFA level 3, work for a bit and then give CFA level 3? Now, work experience is definitely something very, very good, right? It always holds the maximum value. But at the same time, not everybody has it in them to work and study at the same time, or work for a bit, leave that constant monthly income and get back to studying, because of which a lot of people tend to do level 2 and completely leave level 3 because they don't have that energy to go back to level 3. If you are that person and in case level 3 is important for you, then you should consider this point that maybe if it is not a financial burden on you, just complete level 3 first and then start working. Eventually, having all 3 levels in the long run will be more beneficial than you having just 2 levels. So think about this. Now, if you plan to give level 3, when is a good time? August 2025 is a good time. It is not a bad time if you are not doing anything else. If you have literally started working right now or plan to get a job by March, then I do not recommend you go for the exam before Feb 2026. Unfortunately, you have only 2 windows. The reason for that is if you're getting a job anytime now, you will take at least a month, maybe 2 months to adjust, to get into the system, post which is only when you'll actually be able to follow a routine of starting to study, right? Now, level 3 content-wise is not difficult at all. It is actually one of the easiest. But the way the questions are asked, the essay-based questions can get tricky for many people. Hence, even though the number of chapters seem less, you will require some time. So only and only go for August 2025 if you're doing nothing else. You're taking a break, you've taken a sabbatical, or kuch nahi chal raha, August 2025 is good. Else, Feb 2026 is definitely a better option. Okay? And now, by the way, the practical skills module have also started for CFA level 3. So it's not a change for you because aapne level 2 mein diya hi last time. It's not a big deal. But yeah, just letting you know about it. Now, coming to the people who unfortunately could not pass. Please do not beat yourself for it. End of the day, you come under the majority of the people, and that's not a bad thing to be. It was difficult, I know. This particular exam, I was told by a lot of people, was very hard. So I understand the plight, I understand the pain. I understand the sacrifices, the emotions that you've put in, both financially, mentally, everything. But unfortunately, what's done is done, and there is no way to go back to it. Now, for the people who failed for the first time, this is their first CFA level 2 failure, analyze your scorecard. It's very simple. If you're very, very close to the minimum passing line, definitely give it one more shot. Check your finances and how are you going to manage it. Based on that, give it one more shot because you're too close to leave it. Yeah, you're too close to leave it. Number 2, for the people who have failed the first time but are too below the minimum passing line, consider. You have to think, right? What went wrong? You really have to think what went wrong. And if it is your fault and you want to give it, rectify it. If you feel that it's genuine conceptual clarity, मैंने बहुत कुछ दिया but I just couldn't understand and I've still fallen, then again consider how important is this exam for you? How passionate are you for it? If yes, then only then give it a shot, because if not, believe me, the further steps are gonna just get very, very painful and draining, and we do not want that. CFA is not the end of the world. You will find some option. For the people who have not given their first attempt, this is their second or third attempt, you are in that boat where unfortunately, something is going wrong. We know that. Now, what is going wrong needs to be evaluated. Is it lack of strategy? Is it time management, or is it just extremely hard luck? What is it? If it is extremely hard luck and you really want to give it again, give it. One last shot might not be an issue, but go prepared in your head that I know how it feels, and it might go otherwise irrespective. If it is a genuine problem that you are making, rectify it and then only move ahead, because you can't keep doing the same thing. It's gonna get very, very draining. And iske baad ek aur level hai. This is not the last, unfortunately, right? Level 1 and level 2 is where you get these options where you can still leave it. So only and only go for it again for the people who failed if you really, really are passionate, if your why is very strong. And for whatever reason, if you feel like I really do not want to give it, I have multiple options, or I'll find multiple options, but I don't want to put myself through this again, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. It's your decision. It's completely fair, and it should be your decision. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. छोड़ना ही है तो level 1 or level 2 is a good time to leave it rather than level 3. And कभी-कभी ऐसे होता है ना that you may leave it now, but you may get back to it after 5-6 years, maybe 10 years. That is also fine. Maybe take a small break for the people who specifically not passed for the first time, like second failure or third failure. Maybe take a break, clear your mind, and then get back. Do something else and then get back. That might just be more helpful. But whatever it is, make sure you're taking your decision on a rational mind. Don't take it out of just pain and frustration, because that's not going to be a good place to be in. Eventually that will lead to regret. Whatever your decision is, it should be based on a practical, rational mindset that, okay, I don't want to put myself through this. I decide to leave it. Or, okay, I know that this is painful, but I really, really want this, so I'll put myself through this one more time. Then also it's okay. But the decision has to be yours, and it has to be practical. So yes, that brings me to the end of this video. This is the last video that I'm making for all of you. I will see you in your next attempt if you plan to give it, and if not, in CFA level 3 of course, and level 3 or level 2. And if you plan to not give CFA in any form, then I do a lot of early career content, so I'll see you nonetheless on this channel. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.